Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today is, of course, November's reading wrap-up. Of course, also late because, this month I read one complete thing, which, is fine. I think it's the only month of the year that I've only read one thing, which, you know what? That happens and it's fine, and I'm just happy at least I read one thing, and I really enjoyed the thing I read too. I remember I read it probably like mid-late November was when I read it, and I remember being like so excited because I was like, oh my god, this is perfect. Like, I'm finally getting back into my rhythm of like finding good books that I really like, that I'm really enjoying. Like, this is gonna be great. Like, kind of back on track, whatever. And I started another book like after that one, still in November, but I didn't finish it till December, which was crushing because I really had high hope in myself, but it didn't work out, and that's okay. But the book I did read was Teardrop Shot by Tijan, which I've seen this author like multiple times, but I'd never read anything by them. Didn't really know what to expect. I feel like I've seen a lot of people who like love them, and then also people who kind of don't really like their stuff that much. But I was very pleasantly surprised. It was basketball romance, which I also think is such an underrated like sports romance section. Like, I think basketball's probably my favorite sport, and yet I feel like there's like not that many basketball romances. There's so many hockey romances. I feel like there's a pretty good amount of football romances. I don't feel like there's any like basketball, or I guess like baseball, there's not really any. There's some soccer, but not that much. I don't know. So that was exciting. Basically, the plot of the story is like Charlie is our main female protagonist, and she has kind of gone through this like mysterious heartbreak, I think I'm gonna call it, of like the reader doesn't really know what's going on for most of the part. She's just like talking about how sad she is, and she kind of like cut herself off from a lot of her friends. So then like she's returning to a lot of them, but they have this like weird dynamic now because they don't know everything that happened, and she's like in this really rough place, so it's like kind of weird. But she's returning to this like camp that she used to work at all the time with all of these friends and people that she's known for forever. So yeah, and then she's like working there because her friend sets it up for her and is like, we're having specialty people coming to this camp, whatever. Like, they hire her because she's worked there ages, and like they know she can be discreet basically. And it turns out that it is a basketball team, and a professional basketball team, and she loves basketball, and her favorite player, Reese Forrester, is one of the people there. And I think the camp's like 2 weeks or something, and they are just like training there basically. And she gets to know him and is all excited and all this stuff, like great, whatever. And then they kind of form this friendship and continue to like talk and hang out after the 2 weeks, and then proceed to kind of develop some sort of a relationship. Shocking, I know. This book was, and like I said, I liked this book. I definitely enjoyed it. I thought it was cute. I don't think it was like it definitely was not like the best book ever, but I think it was entertaining, which is like a lot of what I look for in my books. Like, a lot of times I can excuse pretty bad writing and like characters who aren't the best and make stupid decisions and things like that, as long as it's like entertaining. But, and I'm not saying that's what this book was. I'm just saying, like, I feel like I have a pretty high tolerance, higher than I feel like a lot of people think. It's brought back to my Wattpad days. But I think this book was really good. I think there was just like some moments that I was like, okay, like, don't love that, but whatever. Like, one of them is like one of Charlie's like quirks is that she like asks all these questions, like when she feels nervous, she asks like random questions. Like, they'll ask her a question about like her past heartbreak or whatever, and then she'll be like, do you think like snakes would be happy if they had legs, or know that they're missing legs or something? I don't know, that's not what she said. I'm just like using an example. And I think it makes sense somewhat, because I could see how that would be a like coping mechanism for someone, of like, you don't want to talk, so you just deflect completely. And I don't think, and like use humor, and I don't think that's a ridiculous thing, but I feel like the way it was used in the book, I just cringed like every time she did that, like in a way that it wasn't like I don't know, she even did that for questions that I was like, that's not even that bad. Like, I don't know. I mean, I'm not trying to like, she can be uncomfortable about whatever she wants to be uncomfortable about, but I just felt it was like kind of lame and like cringy, and that kind of brought me out of it. Yeah, and I think again, I think it was fun, and I think that's my favorite thing about sports romances are usually they're fun. I love sports romances. They're one of my favorite subgenre of romantic books because they're just so fun. There's always like a fun aspect and just yeah, all around fun. But that was all I read in November. So I will be coming back with you guys soon, hopefully with all of my December reads. I hope you guys have a fun December and whatever holidays you celebrate, and you are a beautiful and amazing and wonderful and lovely and spectacular, terrific, talented, deserving person. And I hope you feel the love from the season. And yeah, I hope you have a great day. And this is a short video, and I hope you enjoyed it. And goodbye, I'll see you later. Blah.